I'd like to say a big welcome to everyone who is here this evening and everyone else who will be joining in or watching this video later on. Tonight is a very interesting night because we get to hear the story of Nanga, the adventure, stories of transformation, stories of lives that have been changed because of something that happened. It's a story that comes out of last year. When at the time when there was a lot of school fires, people wondering what do we do with the schools in Kenya, and how can we be able to make a difference? How can we be able to impact and see these students changing? And a group of people from International Christian Center Mombasa came together, and they decided to go into one of the schools reputed to not be a very good school, didn't have a very good reputation in the neighborhood, and they decided to go in there, invited by the principal together with the teachers, to sort of come alongside of them and see how they can be able to impact and inspire and help the students. And there is where the story of transformation begins. And so they went in, they were able to, for about 10 weeks, work with the students, walk with the students, and there was a radical transformation. And so tonight we get to hear that story, and I'm going to bring in that story in just a moment. And as that story plays out, just go ahead and listen to the story, listen to the testimonies, and then I'll come back and I will share with us some very good news coming out of that experience, something that I feel very strongly we need to be able to engage together. If you know a teacher, you know a principal of a school, you know a parent, maybe even a student, who is in high school, they need to come along. They need to be able to listen to this. And I believe that we'll be able to just be impacted greatly. And so pick up this video, share it with as many people as you can, and let's see what it is that this night has. Because I believe that this story is one story that everyone needs to hear. Just a story of transformation, story of a change, and how we can all be able to impact and influence others. I've had a lot of people say, especially during that time when there were a lot of chaos coming out of schools, that, what do we do? How can we help these students? How can we be able to impact them? How can we be able to make a difference in high schools? And one of the things that I have learned just out of this story and what has happened is we don't need to complain. We can step in and be able to impact, be able to inspire, be able to bring encouragement and hope. And so sit back, let's go ahead and enjoy this. And I believe that you will be greatly impacted. Here it comes. The story of transformation. Watch this.
Nanga has served the school in a number of ways. One of them is that my students now are more focused, and their self-esteem has gone up because like the other day there are some students who came here wanting to do to ask me some questions and record. Earlier on, students do not have enough courage to come and tell me something like that. And then meet me outside and ask me questions, what they are intending to do about the school, things like those ones. So it has made them a bit focused and give them enough courage. That just that right now, I'm very sure if they continue that way, I'm expecting very good results from them because they are more focused.
Anything else you'd want to say?
The only thing I would possibly want to say is that if we can think of any similar programs like Anchor, we would really appreciate them, as we can see they are really helping our students, and hence to make even the image of the school change from what it is and from what it has been. We want it to be, when students come to the school, they know this is a school like any other, where they can get doctors, engineers, and all types of professions from here. Otherwise, that is what I would wish. Any other programs you may come up with, we would appreciate them.
Well, earlier on, we used to have so many cases of indiscipline. So in a week, for example, we would handle maybe more than 20 students with their parents. But I think with Nanga, and this is even something that I said in the meeting, the number of cases that we handle have decreased tremendously. We are handling less cases from
Kuna wakati principal alikuwa ananiambia the boys used to go and block the toilets for no apparent reason.
Actually, these cases
Have reduced, yeah. We thank God for that. Yeah. Any recommendations you would?
Well, I think now the program has, you are through with the program, but I think you should, I would urge you to make a follow-up, don't leave the students, just follow up and see what is happening to the students.
Nanga has helped a lot. Immediately after the second week, I think you discussed about how to save money and how to find the money. So we have some students from 2 who have plots behind the school near the agriculture project. So they have plots, they are having vegetable plots where they sell and get their money. So that is a plus, because initially we only had the agriculture plot, but now we have students, especially the environmental club members, they realize that they can use that opportunity because they have water and the land. So they are just buying the seeds and they sold for us, and I think one of them sold for you some vegetables.
Yes, I bought some kunde.
Yeah.
For 30 shillings.
Yeah.
Very
so
nice.
It is making them have a purpose to come to school. Then secondly, under the career talk, there's a topic we had with career talk. So the students are asking us teachers questions on what to do or what grade to have in order to be a doctor, to be a teacher, or to be a musician or any other career. So that is a plus, because at least now they know, okay, I'm supposed to be this person, so what are the requirements? So they are following up on the requirements. And to add on it, they've also improved in self-esteem. And we did a talent show, and to our surprise we had so many talent, and they were so bold, confident when they were doing that. There's a girl called Naomi Carissa, and she made the principal proud by producing her own song, and it was good. And that girl in class, she's just quiet, or maybe she can just raise her hand, and if you don't see her, she'll just keep quiet. But surprisingly, she presented her work on that day very confidently and having something good to present to the school. I think it has made the students know their capability, know what they can become in the future. And I would urge, maybe if we can have more career talk, it can improve their self-esteem, and they can also know more on what they're expected in school. In discipline-wise, it has also made some students who never came to school on Saturday, now they were coming.
Okay, what I would like to say is that the Nanga has really helped our students. It has made a number of them to realize that they have something that they can do. Some of them are able to identify some of the talent that they have. And this one was mostly portrayed on Friday when we had some contest with some of the students and done it voluntarily. They have some items that they wanted to present. We had students like the likes of Janet Akini and Tonio, who had a very good model, which was really impressive to each and everybody that was able to see it. This shows that they are able. Nanga has enabled them to develop their self-confidence, whereby they can be able to stand in front of a very good, of a very large group of people, say something without any fear. It has also enabled them to know that here in school, they can be able to achieve their goals. They realized that since those items, they were not presenting them as individual, they were presenting them as a group. They can as well use those in group to form group discussions in there and be able to discuss the various subjects, whereby this one can help them to improve their performance in class and be able to get quite good grades also in their various subjects.
We have a great improvement just from the time we started the Anchor program, and the one major change is actually we have taken care of absenteeism. Most of the students who initially did not get a reason to come to school, and I think that is because of lack of focus, they started coming in only by without being coerced. So we realized that by the time we culminated the program, most of the students, especially Form 3, were in. That should show that they have got a reason to be in school. The attitude is right, because most of our students, the students we have here, are not coming from very good background where they are taught what is right. They are left to struggle and to discover their own ways. So when Anchor came, we are able to notice that some of them realize that for you to get what you want, you have to look for it. I think that was very well put by Pastor Munene, who is the writer of the Anchor. So with that, that's why I have said, by the time we completed the program, most of the students who are in with us, they had come, a good percentage that was topped by Madam Jael, and 90% of Form 3s were here. I think that is because they have a reason to be here, and they have a focus. They know that whatever you are looking for, because they look for it, but somehow maybe they had given up before. So that's how good we have realized that our students can change. We are able to see that each one of them can stand in front of people and say something, because they have a purpose for it. Lest we could have maybe lost them in the streets, in their localities, where drug is the major thing when you wake up, and is the first breakfast you take. So we wish you, we wish that you continue being with us, and I think our children, the ones who did not get an opportunity before months, when they are here, then we continue the program. I think it's a change to Mweza.
Bwana Okello, Anchor imekusaidia vipi?
Anchor imenisaidia sana. I used to spend money sluggishly, but for now I can spend money. I have plans. They say this money is for buying this and this and this. I can't procrastinate about that. That's all.
Na relationships.
Relationship for now, I can now identify who is a good friend, who is a bad friend. Now I can say this is a friend indeed, this is a friend in need, and this one is just want me when she's in troubles. But when I'm in trouble, runs away from me.
Kabisa. Na inaitwa nini, health wise umeanza kufanya zoezi ama
health wise? Immediately you talked about Anchor. Even if you negotiate with the school, nimepiga zoezi hapa shule sana. Madam Morini ananitambua kama the leader wa mazoezi ya athletics kwa timu yake. Napiga zoezi
kabisa. So in 5 years from now, where do you see yourself?
5 years from now?
Yes.
I'm seeing myself to be a very big doctor in Kenya.
Kabisa. Na ku-MC manake pia ni talent.
FC si eti naifanya skuli, nikimaliza skuli nikipata mahali hata nikienda kwa mfano up country nipate kuna function, nawaambia hata msingangane kutafuta MC, wache mimi nita run function for free. Hiyo si ni kama kwa mfano ni familia
kabisa,
na run for free
kabisa. Yeah. Thank you so much Bwana Okello. It's a pleasure knowing you.
Yes.
Mimi kusema kweli Anchor imenisaidia upande wa kupata pesa. Nilikuwa nikikaa siwezi fanya kibarua na nikaika pesa, lakini kwa sasa naweza fanya kibarua na nikaika shilingi 100 yenye naweza nisaidia baadaye.
Na masomo, familia.
Masomo Kwa masomo imeniweza kuniwezesha yani kupanga mpangilio yangu ya masomo kama vile timetable ili kuweza kurevise masomo yote kwa jumla bila kubagua moja.
Aha. Na kifamilia, marafiki
nimeweza kuwachanganua upande wa kupata pesa. Wawe na kuna njia nyingi zenye unaweza fanya ili ukapata pesa, usio ukawa uteseki na familia yako.
Okay. Baada ya miaka 5 wajiona ukiwa wapi ama ukifanya nini?
Mimi baada ya miaka 5 nataka nije niwe architecture. Alafu nikipata hiyo kazi nataka niwe nikisaidia vijana wenye hawana uwezo na pia kuwapa yani kueleza jinsi wanaweza weka pesa zao ili zikaja zikawafaidisha baadaye au kufaidisha community.
Sawa. Asante sana. Vipi?
Nimenisaidia kwa njia mbalimbali. Nimejua kusave money, nimejua kuhusiana na kumweka Mungu karibu na mambo mengine yenye kwa siyajui.
Imekusaidia vipi kifamilia, kiurafiki, shule?
Naweza sema imenisaidia kishule sana. Mwanzo tukisema kianka kusaidia na kishule ile nikipewa pesa na mzazi nilikuwa nazitumia vibaya, lakini sasa hizi nimejua mambo na kusave, nikipewa ile pesa ya break kidogo na save.
Baada ya miaka 5 ujiona ukiwa wapi?
Baada ya miaka 5? Siwezi kujiona mahali nipo, lakini nahisi yani baada ya miaka 5 yani nina matumaini kuwa nitakuwa mtu wa watu.
Sawa. Shukrani. Ndio vipi?
Anka. First nilikuwa sijui kuchoose friends. Kitu kama hiyo. Alafu pili akawa siwezi kusave. Ile budget ambayo kwa nafanya akawa sioni kama naweza save hata kidogo. But now I've started saving. Alafu isitoshe akawa sisaidia watu, akawa sina ile courage ya kuhelp. Alafu kitu wa mwisho Anka amenisaidia ku make plan. Lakini sasa hii I can make my plans. Kitu kama hiyo.
Sasa baada ya miaka 5 ujiona ukiwa wapi?
Mimi
mama mipango yako ya kupeleka wapi?
In short, my plans. I have big dreams. Yes. Even before Anka, I had my dreams, but hapa sioni kama naweza tekeleza, lakini kwa sababu vile Anka imeni encourage, yani imenifafanua akili, na naona kwamba na uwezo. In short, in my society, ama pale ambapo kama natokea, pale ambapo kwamba wale watu walioajiriwa na serikali afiki hata 3. Alafu ile society yenyewe vile ambapo kwamba iko poa, vitu vingine hamna. Sasa kimi binafsi nimejamulia zile plan zangu after 5 years or 6 years or 7 years ile society nije ni change.
Safi. Sawa, asante.
I hope you got to listen to those stories. Amazing stories. You listen to those students, you look at their confidence, in articulating what they want. They're telling you they're saving, they're doing things to earn money. And, it's possible for us to listen to those stories and even the teachers and not truly understand what we're talking about. Likoni, where that school is found, that the area of Likoni Mtongwe, where that school is located, is one of the places that is known in Mombasa as a place where, the criminal how the students would wake up and have breakfast as drugs, and not just the students, but even the community. But these students have become so focused that even in choosing friends, they're saying, hey, now I know how to be able to choose friends who will help me go where I'm supposed to go, be able to do the things that I'm supposed to do. And you listen to those stories and you sit back and you say, praise the Lord, because of the hope instilled, because of their faith, and just the transformation that has happened to them. One of the things that we got to learn from the school, they were telling us that they used to go to the local police station almost every day and every week to get students who have been arrested by the police for one thing or another. But can you imagine, in the duration when Anchor was done in that school, and even afterwards, that completely stopped. The whole community began to acknowledge that there is a change that has happened in the school. And I want to say this as I sort of just wrap this, because that story is very clear by itself. We are at the place where now we are seeking to take Anchor. We are calling it Nanga, the adventure, to take Anchor, the discipleship tool into every school that we can be able to, reach, we can be invited in or allowed to get into. We are willing to do that. And not only that, beginning on the 4th of May and on the 5th of May, we'll be doing Anchor through what we are calling Nanga the Adventure for high school students who have finished. They're called the high school Form 4 leavers. We'll be seeking to take them through Nanga, and they will do this for 10 weeks. How will it be happening? We'll be inviting those who can to come and attend a physical class here in Mombasa, and the details are out there. We'll be passing out the flyers, even as this continues on. I'll bring it up on the screen in just a moment. And so we'll be seeking to ensure that this is available, for the students who are in Mombasa. And those who are not in Mombasa will have a Zoom class. We'll have a Zoom class, and this will be happening once a week on Wednesdays for Zoom at 3 p.m. on Wednesdays for the Zoom class, and on Thursdays is the physical class. And I am believing that there will be so much transformation, just like what we have had in so many Form 4 leavers right across the nation of Kenya. If you're a parent, I want to ask you to try this out. Just tell your son or your daughter, go ahead and try this out, and let's see what comes out of it. Let's see what comes out of it, because I believe that there's so much transformation waiting to happen out there, because we have not lost hope. We believe that the students of our generation, can be transformed. They can be changed. They can know, who they were created to be. They can walk in purpose and be people that make a difference. There is the flyer. Sorry for putting it up just in front of my face, but that is information that I just want to ensure that is available for all of us. We can be able to see it. We can be able to engage with it, and that information will be available later on our Facebook page, and we'll pass this out to as many people as we can. And so any student that who is about to finish Form 4, we want to reach them before they even get to go to university, because they will be transformed, they will be changed, they'll be focused. Can you imagine Form 3 students that used to be truants, being absent from school all the time, coming to the place where they're taking themselves to school? They want to be in school. And as the teacher said, is because they recognize, that there's something that they need to begin to pursue for themselves. There's no teacher, there's no, at home, there's no parent pushing them to go to school. The community, sort of makes fun of school, and the students are showing up in school by themselves. Let me tell you, that's transformation right there. And we need to transform and change the students of Kenya. We'll not sit back, we'll not complain, we'll not talk about them, we'll not say how bad they are, we'll not condemn them. We'll be involved in bringing change and transformation to them. And so if you're ready and are willing to just help ensure this gets out to as many people as you can, that number that is on your screen right now, go ahead and send a text message, go ahead and send a WhatsApp message and say, give me more information. I want to register my son, I want to register my daughter, or I want to register our school. You could be a teacher and you can talk to the parents on our behalf and say, all these students are available. All these students are available, and let's bring change and transformation to our nation, because it's possible. It's not just Mweza Secondary School, but its schools across this nation can be impacted, can be changed, and there can be a difference. There can be a difference. Because if it could happen in Mweza, let me tell you, it can happen everywhere, right across this nation. And so if you're willing to just be involved, the number on your screen, get a hold of us. And let's do this together. Let's bring hope and change and transformation to the students of Kenya, because I believe it is possible. I believe it's possible. Thank you so much for being here and for being part of this. I'd like to ask you to pick this link and share it with as many people as you can and tell them, hey, please watch this. See the transformation that happened in a school in Likoni, Mombasa, and see how it can happen. Somewhere in Laikipia, it can happen in Bondo, it can happen, in Migori. This change and transformation can happen in Nakuru or Kiambu. It can happen in Muranga or Wajir. It can happen anywhere. And so I look forward to getting information from you. Have a blessed evening. And can I say adios? Bye-bye. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening. It's time for us to bring this to a close. It was a pleasure hosting you. And let's continue. I believe there'll be more stories like this in days to come. And so having said that, allow me to say bye-bye.